And it says we are live. Let me check.
Doesn't show in YouTube.
Yep, we are live.
Ah, yes.
Alright, hello everyone, Ace here. Welcome to the live stream. I am joined today with returning guest, Orososium.
Hello, everybody.
And today we are back with more Star Wars The High Republic Trail of Shadows. We're probably actually going to be doing 2 issues of this, issues number 4 and 5. And this might actually be the end of this particular comic book series. Might. We will see. Lions Amon says, please be the last one. This might be the last one. Kairos Fate Weaver says, we can only be so lucky. Oro says, yeah, no, I'm not going to bet on it. We'll see. Swordsman says, hype. Lion says, hello. Swordsman says, hello, fellows. Siege, hello. Alfaria says, greetings. Hello, everyone. And let's go ahead and see where we left off. The High Republic, Trail of Shadows, Chapter 4, Whatever It Takes. As danger and dead ends mount in Sion and Emmerich's investigation, they find themselves quickly running out of options. Meanwhile, the conspirators prepare one more desperate attempt to secure their prize from the Nile. Time is running out. Alright, let's go ahead and see what Daniel Jose Older has for us today.
It seems we have very little things.
I think Nathan was voicing that particular alien last time, so do you want to voice him?
Fine by me. Wait, in the panels there's 2 colors, and the green seems to be the alien, and the pink one.
Okay, so I think the pink one is the other alien that's in the green cloak that's watching him from behind. I'm guessing that's a she, so I can voice her.
Fine. So I read the first 2 and the third, and then it is your time, no?
What now?
I mean, I was asking because the 2 first panels have both colors.
Yeah, so I think we're supposed to read that together. So 1, 2, 3. Tonight is the night.
Is the night.
It all comes down to this.
Years of my life toiling away for that madman, taking abuse from him and his nihil scum, almost getting killed by Jedi scum. And for what? Enough is enough.
T-Mac signed up for the Republic Defense Coalition immediately after the Great Disaster. They said she was too old, that Shadrafan didn't need the Republic. She ignored them. I guess I can voice his wife, or whoever that's supposed to be. Kishma! Stars, it's really you!
Yes, Monalov. But we don't have much time. Take this. At the end of the day, the only thing worth fighting for is family. I finally understand that.
I begged her not to go. Selfish, I wanted her to live. Selfish. I just wanted her to live. We had so many great years together, but we should have had so many more. T-Mac's very first run was the Battle of Kerr. The Nile blew my love right out of the sky. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. You're leaving already? But Kisma, the Fanlings, you can't. Bazo!
I have to, Monanu. This will last us. But with what I am going to do, I'll pay off those medical school debts and will be set for life, my love. medical school debts.
They actually made part of the plot about student loans, didn't they? Oh dear.
I was expecting many reasons, but not that one. We almost died trying to get that cargo last time. But we got one more chance.
So when the nice man in the Jedi robes came asking if I would keep an eye out for the Shadra fan doctor, who the Republic believed had something to do with the Nile, I told him. 1, 2, 3. I'll do whatever it takes. The shipyard, Didn't think I had it in me, being a spy. I'm no good with technology, terrible under pressure, barely raise my voice. I'm just Bizir, a kindly old lady. But I kept thinking about T-Mac, how she hated heights but trained to be a pilot anyways. Utter sound ship. All I have to do is place the tracking device and I'll be done. I can go home. So the High Republic really is like the old Soviet Union, where even the local babushka is spying on you.
Quite literally in this case. So the nice Jedi come and ask the local old woman, spy on this guy. And she does it? Just because the Jedi asked? I just want to remind everyone that the Jedi can destroy planets by accident in this universe.
It's part of their training regime.
Yes. I don't think trusting them is all that intelligent in this case.
I have to agree with you on that one. Stormtrooper says, hey Ace, after your stream, I'm gonna link you a Warhammer 40k video I found. Okay. Kairos says, sup. Winter's King says, no, the point of fantasy is to escape real life, not keep inserting more of your life on top of the fantasy. I'm assuming this is with reference to the whole student loans thing. Yeah. Lions Amon says, Stormtrooper, EA blamed Halo Infinite for Battlefield 2042. Yes, that is exactly what happened. If it wasn't for Halo Infinite, Battlefield 2042 would be remembered as one of the best games in the entire Battlefield franchise.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go with that.
Sure, I just love having invisible enemies shoot at me and I return fire with invisible guns. And let me tell you how easy it is to aim at an enemy trying to aim down the sights of an invisible gun.
It's me, or the newest games have even more bugs than any of the old ones.
It's not just you. The bugs are a lot worse now. Winter's King says she's a lesbian babushka. Yep. Siege is laughing. Stormtrooper says, wait, did they what? Oh my god, EA is desperate, man. Yeah, they are. Winter's King says, she referred to her mate as she. We have lesbian aliens now. Slanesh is pleased. Slanesh is always pleased. Lions Amon says, WTF. Siege is laughing. Alright.
I wonder if Siege is broken at this point.
Huh?
I wonder if Siege is just broken at this point.
Alright, next page. Dang thing that won't stay on. How do these criffing trackers work anyhow? No, it's taking off. Only one way this'll happen. But for T-Mac.
What? What? Does
Yeah.
nobody use their fucking brains in this comic?
Apparently, this babushka is trying to escape Kabul airport.
I mean, let's think like this will be real for a second, okay? The little babushka can do the smart thing and throw the tracker inside.
Yes!
Ah,
But
you know,
instead,
yeah, let's go with the ship. That is going to end so much fucking better.
we'll leave aside the possibilities like the landing gear being a very, very tight fit in the compartment that it's going to be in, the fact that it is probably not going to be pressurized, and some of the
Yeah,
other things.
I mean that area, it's not sealed. Most ships,
Mm-hmm.
she's going to die.
Yep.
Well, wait, no, people can breathe in space in this one.
Yep.
I am not going to forget that comic ever. Don't laugh me. It was horrible.
Yeah, I still can't believe they threw a Jedi Master like a football through space. Well,
Not only
America.
a Jedi Master, an old person like Yoda, they
Mm-hmm.
threw it in space.
Yep. The kick is up. It's good. All right, let's get to it then. Stormtrooper says siege is my Discord is rarely on. Okay. Whereas King says, shouldn't she die? Why would there be atmosphere in the landing gear? Yeah. Lions Damon says, off to a good start. Yes, it is. Siege is laughing. Pretty close. It's hilarious. Lions is laughing. All right. I guess I can voice her. I think I was voicing her, and you can voice the Jedi here.
Mm-hmm.
Emric, if you keep sulking while I'm playing lovely music for you, I'll take it personally and stop.
Don't stop.
We're on Coruscant. Okay. Anyway, I thought the Jedi were supposed to be masters of patience and calm in the storm and all that.
We are. I am. It's just easier when there is an actual storm that you can see and do something about. I struggle with being peaceful when all we can do is wait. We know the storm is coming.
When I was growing up, before we moved to the Undercity, my dad used to plant Bibatech seeds in soil boxes in the little alley behind our house. Wait, why would there? Why would there be? Why would the city of Coruscant allow you to plant plants just in the alleys?
I am surprised there are alleys in Coruscant because everything is filled.
And on that subject, how is the plants going to even grow when they're in these really tight alleys? Where are they going to get their sunlight?
They aren't. Only unless you do something artificial, there aren't.
I would. Oh, yeah, that's already clearly someone who doesn't know anything about planting stuff.
Or the planet, in
Yeah.
this case, too.
I would always try to water them, you know. I wanted to help, but he said, Sion, you have to let the galaxy do its work. And sure enough, it rained for the next 3 days straight. And we had a tiny harvest of bibatic peppers a month later. That's...
This is such bullshit.
Okay, you know what? I will grant them a plant that can just grow and mature in a month. As ridiculous as it sounds to anyone that's actually farmed, because, well, this is a sci-fi and this is a alien plant, so I'll grant them that. But
It still baffles me that it is going to grow with it being a mushroom or something like that with no light. So, but okay.
Lion's
Uh,
Amon says they cold grow plants by using special light bulbs, I think. Okay.
yeah, then artificial lighting.
Yeah. I mean, that is possible. I will grant you that, but it's also where you're going to get the soil in Coruscant, just in an alley.
That too. I mean, it is a city planet. It's filled with city. There is nothing else. I mean, if you plant something in Coruscant, it is also going to disappear. You know what I mean?
There's that, and then there's of course just even if people didn't just swipe it, the fact that it's in an alleyway, a walkway. How is the city going to just allow that to happen? That seems like the sort of thing that the city would actually crack down on if there were people just planting stuff in the alleys. Imagine if someone was, for example, planting corn just on the sidewalk in your local city.
Yeah, that was not going to end well at any point. Besides,
The cops would be called at some point in that case if you were doing it enough.
Besides, I want to remind everyone that in this universe there are plants that can eat cars, flying cars. So in Coruscant, anything like that will be at least checked on.
Winter's King says it's the weird city dweller my mom would keep flowers in the window boxes thing. Yeah, that is possible. Lion's Amon says soils equal... Well, at least it would be good fertilizer in theory, but you need more than just that. Where's the... I'm thinking way too much about that. All right, so...
Yeah.
We'll go back.
Continue.
Yeah.
So, I am enjoying this scenario, and all the informants and spies we've sent out over the past month are the peepers, or the seals. Who is the soil?
Teak, teak.
I want, do I voice whoever this is?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I'll give it whatever voice. Master Emmerich, this is Q2. We have a bid on Uttersond.
Boom, rain. Thanks, Dad. Why would she say that?
I don't know, but the one in the other side of the conversation has to be asking what? It's a bit precarious, though. Okay, next page.
I'll send you the coordinates. Oh, wait. That is him. My bad.
I'll send you the coordinates once we are on our way at a top.
Very well.
We cannot have anything go wrong this time. This is our last check. Huh?
Ah, there you are, rodent.
What are you doing here? We're supposed to...
Just making sure everything goes as planned, little buddy. This is too important to let anyone cark it up like you did the last transport. And we added an extra detail of Nile fighters to escort the convoy, in case we're attacked again. So wait, a convoy of what? Just one ship?
Yes, if the next... No, the next page is not the ship. Yeah, there was only one ship, so... I don't know.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Alright, so I think that's you there.
Okay. Stay tight, everyone. We don't know what we are getting into here.
Last transmission from our source said it was some kind of cargo shipping convoy. According to the coordinates, we should be coming up on them any second now. I have a signal, but that's more than just a transport convoy.
Nihil fighters incoming. Attack positions.
Stormtrooper of Louisiana says, did she call him Daddy? What the fuck? Yeah. Winter's King says, Spy Lady wants that Jedi badly. Yeah, so it would seem. Wow, the Jedi are actually getting destroyed in this, or the High Republic. I'm assuming these are just High Republic pilots for the most part.
Well, they were.
Yeah. I'm hit.
Laser Republic scum.
We're getting torn up here. Watch that fighter.
Golden.
Coming in hot.
My pod engines are blown. I'm losing control. Our contact is on that third freighter. I'm going in. All fighters, stop that convoy and message Starlight for backup.
I'll cover you, Emmerich. You betrayed us to the Republic?
No, I will never say that. I don't.
Phew. Tink.
Ha!
Utter sound. Wait.
Tired of waiting.
No, please, I...
Tired of the night here. Tired of Jedi. Tired of being bossed around and called a rodent. I am a doctor, damn it. I help people. Buckets of blood, man. Buckets of blood.
I help people as he shoots this person. Okay, remember the movie Mars Attacks, where they had the translator? And while the Martians were attacking, and the translator would say things like, "Stop, we're helping you."
At least in that movie, it was intended to be funny.
Yes. Okay.
Man, and this is, he wanted to help people. I don't know what he will do if he hates somebody.
Siege says we come in peace. Winter's King says blood for the blood god. Stormtrooper says skulls for the skull throne. Siege says we come in peace. Boom, daddy. Lions Amos says, damn, he got teabagged by Rodent. Also, finally, a hypocrite who is not Jedi. Yeah, it's amazing that it's taken us this long to find a hypocrite that in these books it is not actually a Jedi. Siege is laughing.
It's just sad, man. Well, shall we continue?
Yes. Master, what's happening?
Something is wrong. Very, very wrong.
Emmerich! Come in, Emmerich! This is Sion. Another ship just showed up, and it's heading for the freighter. Emmerich! Shikari Kari. Master Emmerich!
I don't think it is her voice.
Oh, yeah. Master Emmerich, who are you?
Ah, ah! Of course, the creatures are doing their good work on the Jedi, I see. All I had to do was open the peephole. Or you'll be just dust. No, let me finish the job.
Stop right there, Doc. I.
Huh, Babushka attack.
Yeah. I don't want to hurt you. This is set to stun. Just stay back and stop what you're doing.
That thing has a stun setting. Okay. You know what? I allow it.
I'll allow it too, technically.
No, fellow Chadrafan, eh? Let's be reasonable, for God's sister. You might not want to hurt me, and I don't want to hurt you either, dear. However, he certainly does want to hurt you. Where have you been, Aratav? About time you...
Ah! Ah!
Ugh.
Here. Should have set to kill, little rat. So, stun does nothing to him, but knocked the doctor out.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, this guy has survived quite a few shots, so...
Yeah. Lions Amon says, how is she holding that gun? Barely. Just barely. The Siege says, that gun is the size of that creature. It's actually bigger. The Winter's King says, the Inquisition finds all High Republic Jedi guilty of heresy, and passes sentence of burning at the stake until dead. Sentence to commence immediately. May the Emperor...
No, we are not that lucky. Not yet.
Yeah. How do you change this setting? You would know! You're the one that put it on there in the first place!
What is continuity? She said, a page ago, I set it to stand. Fine. How do you change the setting?
You flip the switch back from the way you set it. And how would you know if you had set it to stun in the first place if you didn't know which was which? Daniel Jose Older, the writer of this, is such a goddamn moron.
I don't know why I still get angry.
I know why I still get angry, because I know exactly why I still get angry. Because at this point, it's not even Star Wars lore that he is screwing up. It's just it's basic stuff that people would know, right? So, a safety setting on firearms, how they work. Well, you set it. Now it does depend on the firearm, obviously, in that. But assuming that blasters work similar in terms of the safety settings, and you would think they would, given that safety settings are meant to be practical and thus tend to follow some very set rules. And then there's, of course, the fact that he doesn't know how to grow crops either. I'm just...
Well, that is not the problem. I mean, that is stupid enough. But if you make one character say, I did this, and then you say, how do you did this? I mean, how do you do this? Just consistency. A little bit, please.
Yeah, there's that too. I'm thinking part of the consistency thing is that this particular writer is so used to doublethink that they just can't really perceive established consistency anymore. It's just not a part of... Unatoned Gamer says, "Oh shoot, what's up, man? I was sending you some links to stuff for you to check out for vids. Then you got on YouTube and see that you're streaming. Yep, we are actually reading a Star Wars High Republic comic. I know this does not look like Star Wars, but it is. Now, get this, Unatoned Gamer. Get this. So this, for those who don't know, Unatoned Gamer used to be Combat Vet Gaming, but so this individual here, who is a babushka from Star Wars, I'm not kidding, she ends up swiping this blaster, sets it to stun by herself. See if I can get the exact page. She says, this is set to stun, so she did this. And then she hits him, but then she doesn't know how to change it back. So she doesn't know how to operate the safety on a blaster that she has already operated the safety on, basically. Just... That's the level of writing we're dealing with in this particular comic today. And by the way, it is one of the better Star Wars High Republic comic books.
Yes, this one only destroys your brain, doesn't kill you. Not yet.
Not yet, although we still have at least one more issue of this to get through today, so Unatoned is laughing, understandably. Oh wait, there's more actually. So part of the reason that she's there in the first place, right? Get this, she was sent there as a spy to place a tracking device on the ship. Doesn't realize how to get it to work, so instead of just leaving it on the landing gear for the landing gear to pick up and just get it on that way, she decides to hitch a ride with it in the landing gear compartment, because that's a brilliant idea in a starship. So yes, that is the... another thing. This guy here, the Doctor Alien here, starts shooting this guy, and look at this, as he's blasting him repeatedly in the face. I'm a doctor, damn it, I want to help, I help people. That is the writing that we're dealing with.
So I checked the next page out of mistake, and
it gets better, doesn't it? Oh, God.
Better, yes, indeed.
Oh, God.
I mean, go to the page we are on, check the last panel, and wonder, how did that happen?
Okay, either the Jedi cut his arm off, or the Doctor cut his arm off.
You are thinking logically.
The evil monster cut his arm off.
That is also thinking logically.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil it. I want to see the stupidity on display for myself. Undertone says, that sounds like Modron from Mass Effect, just as likely to kill you as help you, lol. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, get this. The main reason why the Doctor's doing this, to pay off his student loan debt. I am not kidding. That is actually the established lore plot reason. That is the level of writing, and this is still one of the better High Republic comics.
Yes, it is.
Anyways, let's go ahead and get on to this. Too late. Blasters don't scare me anyway. Yep! How did she get on there that quickly? Because the actual Jedi, had to cut his way into there.
How is she using that without cutting her own arms? But yeah, I just clicked by mistake and what the hell? Oh. Well,
Alright, so,
let's continue.
yeah. How do you feel about lightsabers? Yeah! Master Cian, wait. We must get Master Emmerich to safety. The ship has taken severe damage during the fighting and is tearing itself apart. And whatever is in that crate is causing him great distress. I'll close that peephole. Understand said it was part of why the Jedi part of why the creature affected the Jedi. Emmerich, can you? I need you to stand.
Zikari.
Lyons Amon says she is a Jedi. No, she is not. Marshall Lewis says, watch
It's
this.
a normie.
DY says, outside of escapism from their own shortcomings, that is. Winner's King says, who is that lady anyways? She's just a private investigator. That is all there is to her story. And she plays piano as well. That is the only things we really know about her backstory, really.
Well, you know, modern comics, female, she's awesome.
Just like the babushka here, who knows how to operate a safety device on a blaster, until she miraculously doesn't.
And, very important, if she wasn't her, the Jedi will be dead. You know.
Yeah.
She's important. Somehow.
Bisar Talapruna, you saved me. Thank you. We're not out of this yet. I'll come back for ultrasound. Can you pilot a ship? T-Mac taught me a few things, yes, but I was never... I'll do whatever it takes. Wait, she can pilot a ship, so why isn't she going to be... So, the person that flew there, and thus knows how to pilot a ship, is not going to be the one piloting the ship. It's going to be the person that was taught by someone else, who doesn't really have much experience, apparently.
Yes. I don't know, man. Just go along with it.
How is she? How is he? Or no, how is he? Still in some kind of shock. How close are we to Starlight? We have to get him help and warn him about what we found. We should be coming up on it. Oh no!
It's
To
on
be
fire!
To be continued. So, let's see if there's anything more. I mean, there is issue 5 here. Okay. They don't show anything more there, and this is the last page. Thank God.
At least this one is not telling us how the next one is going to go.
That is true.
Which is not exactly a consolation prize, but I will take it.
But, fear not, everyone that is wanting to know more. Issue 5 is out, so we will be reading it.
Let's just see how bad this is going to get.
Yeah. I think first, though, we will take a quick break, okay?
Alfarius, why descend?
This might actually be the last issue.
Alright.
Unatoned Gamer says this is like Mystery Science Theater 3000 comic book edition. Yeah, I guess a little bit, although it's sad that it's Star Wars that this is happening to. But yeah. And like I said, if you think this is bad, wait till you see some of the other stuff. Wait till you see the Galactic Bake Off Spectacular that they did.
Oh, that was suffering.
Yes, it was. Siege says, it's on fire. I'm so happy. At this point, the Jedi are basically the villains of the story, too. That's the thing. They deliberately put entire planets into danger just to test their Padawans. And planets with cities on them. I'm never going to let the writers of High Republic live that down. Winter's King says, so this and the other comic are converging now. Yep. They both ended with Starlight and Fire, so they're going to converge and cross over. Maybe. Faroldo says, whoever wrote this needs a break from writing, a permanent break. Yes, and this, by the way, is the same person that wrote the Galactic Bake Off special, as well as High Republic Adventures in general.
Which doesn't surprise anyone.
Still, it was not Daniel Jose Older that wrote the Jedi as the villains originally. That was Cavan Scott's doing, so...
You know what? The bad guys in these comics, I still like them more than the Jedi.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, and also there's also the Eye of the Storm comic series, which just started, where, well, you saw how they depicted the Nile, or the leaders of the Nile, as being a bunch of,
Sociopaths.
Huh?
Sociopaths.
Yeah, that is just meme-worthy material there.
Well, and they basically ripped off a species that is already in this galaxy. Or what? Oh, I will need to check that. Let me look at it. Fuck, what was the... I was the one to mention it, the cheese.
Yeah, the chiz.
Yes.
Stormtrooper says, hey fellows, have you guys played the Metro games? If not, do not play them. They're 100% better than this, but I've also read Anime Girl fanfics that's legit better than this. I mean, I've heard good things about the Metro games, so I'm going to give them a shot at some point, I think, but yeah, pretty much anything is better than this. Lions Amon is suggesting to Stormtrooper to try out that one game that Lions Amon wants me to try out. And yes, for those curious, that game is actually a thing on Steam.
I am surprised it is allowed on Steam, to be honest.
Well, that particular genre of, shall we say, anime games has been on there for some time now.
Yeah, but I mean mostly because they have a thing against swastikas and all that too. And I was checking just to see, but there is no information about how old the cheese species is. Just to know if they were going to shoehorn it in somehow.
Yeah, I don't think there's been that much established lore in the Chiz, or too much on it, so they do have some wiggle room as far as I understand. Undertone says Metro games are awesome, and so are the books. Stormtrooper says Lions, OMG, I know what that is, sadly, and I don't have a PC. Yeah. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get back into High Republic Trail of Shadows. Chapter 5, Dust. Jedi Master Emmerich Kaftor, and following leads for the murder of a Jedi, has fallen under the effects of the nameless creature that causes unimaginable pain to the Order. While Emmerich was down, Dr. Uttersound's partner in crime, Erthob Fell, tried to strike down 33 Chadrafan named Bisar, who was protecting Emmerich. Cian Holt stepped in, wielding Emmerich's saber to save both Emmerich and Bisir Besar from Arathon. It seems that everything has come crashing down around Imric and Sion. Everything, including the Starlight Beacon.
And we love that last part.
Yep.
Well,
I think
So
that's
with
you
that-
voicing Imric here in the line there, so I'll let you do that.
Ricari.
No, the trust only.
Ah, no. Trust.
Shikare.
Only
Kare.
in the Force. Jan,
You with us, Imric?
yes, I am now, yes.
Good, because we have work to do. We're approaching Starlight Beacon, but something's wrong.
What Something is wrong. Fucking Bill up.
Quick recap for those who want to know how the last issue ended. Something's wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Why is it on fire? I'm beginning to suspect that this is not in fact okay. This is not in fact fine.
Something is wrong. Fuck it. Back to the guy.
Stars. He looks a mess. Also,
Disaster is everywhere. I must meet with it. I must meet it with calmness. Even if it is suffocating.
never thought I'd grow to care about someone. Never thought I'd grow to care this much about someone. I was worried about you, especially someone so utterly unattainable. But if I've learned anything from Imric, it's that caring for someone isn't the future or past.
Thank you.
Isn't about the future or past. Sorry.
Thank you. You saved me, didn't you?
It's about living fully in each moment as it comes.
Oh,
Ah, yes. Item number 1 is asking the good Dr. Uttersound a few passing questions. You would think item number 1 would be trying to rescue survivors from Starlight Beacon, given that it is in the process of exploding.
why bother?
Siege is laughing. DY says, you don't say. Unatoned is laughing. Alvari says, someone must have shot the reactor. Yes, the reactor that, for those who don't know, was placed exposed on the bottom of the Starlight Beacon. You know, the reactor as in the thing that was hit when Luke Skywalker shot the Death Star and it blew up. That thing that needs to be protected at all costs? Yes. A Stormtrooper says, Unatoned, I agree, man, and we are getting Metro 2033 movie, and it's a Russian movie, so I have hope. Siege says, oh shit, you mean the fire isn't intentional? Yep. Unatoned says, should be interesting. Stormtrooper says, so the doc is a bad guy because his student loans WTF. Yes. And Alfari says, maybe someone shouldn't have placed on the hilt. Yep. Lions Amon says, yeah. Lions Amon says, Zinch and Slanesh have blessed this comic.
Let me tell you. No, I was going to say something to defend the gods of chaos. They don't want to touch this shit.
All right.
Let's just continue.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there are quite a few things I'd like to know, actually. No, just hold there, everybody. Calm down. Before we go any further, you should know. I have no moral code whatsoever. No shit. No politics, no loyalty, not to the Hill, not to the Republic, not to anything. Just want to make lots of money. I'll live to see another day. That's it.
Oh, please! Dr. Kisma Uttersand has a wife and a whole brood of fanlings back on Chad. Who he'd do anything for. So wait, the planet is Chad, his home planet.
Apparently, yes.
This is perfection. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
Every comic is full of meme. Hey.
Alright. Stormtrooper says, I finally set my ass down to watch 40k lore. Holy hell, it's interesting. Yep. I'd also suggest Battletech lore as well myself. Salon says, I missed almost all the cringe. You've missed some of the big parts of cringe, but not all of it, I don't think.
We still have comic.
Alpha says Chad. Stormtrooper says, the planet is called Chad, and he's a cuck. Damn. Whose lives I guarantee can become miserable just like mine did when the Nile murdered my beloved wife, T-Mac.
We don't need to threat. And did you not? Calm down, Bizarre. There's no reason to look. I'll tell you everything. I know. I swear it. Hell, this is all I have.
Someone wrote on this.
By hand?
I mean, to be fair, I guess it would kind of be weird to see such an old technique utilized in Star Wars, but still?
I mean, there are still a lot of planets that get the bare minimum of technology, so it should not be that rare, but I think it is just the reaction. Well, let's continue. Q?
It appears to be the same script we saw on Front Tarnum. Pierce the veil, shikari, shikari.
Utterson, what does this mean? Where did it come from?
Oh, wait. Oh, before we go, one other joke I need to make.
Okay.
The writer is confused by people writing on paper. Just think about that for just think about that for a moment.
At this point, that is not funny. It is just sad.
Siege says, yes, notes can be written, sweet Jesus. Yes, exactly. I'm going to be laughing my ass off as I send to V the fact that this comic has a Jedi asking whether or not something that's written on paper was written by hand.
You know what? That is also true. Because he's a Jedi. He grew up in... Okay, not poverty, but I am pretty sure that his masters probably made him write by hand.
Mm-hmm.
At least until he was given some, privilege.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least I think that will be normal for the Jedi to try with a lot of poverty of some kind,
You would think they would know. You'd think they would instantly recognize writing by hand.
I don't know, man. Every page just breaks me a bit more.
I know. It's same here. Siege says it's so stupid. Yes, it is. Winter's King says, don't the Jedi basically take an oath of poverty? Yes. All right. Let's go ahead and continue.
Before this hurts anymore. The parchment comes from one who was once a Jedi, many years ago. It's about the creatures you seek, the ones the Nihil will use to bring down the Republic. The ones that were about to turn me a massive profit on the black market. Some call them the Sicarii, Eaters of the Force. To others, they are simply the Nameless. Their mere presence causes madness, hallucinations in Force users. I haven't figured out how yet. The only way to control them is an ancient artifact that was split into two pieces. The eye has both parts. That's how.
Come quickly! Something's happening to the beacon!
What the?
Stars! It could split into at any moment. It looks like it already has. And also, again, why on earth are you just sitting there listening to the exposition when you saw the Starlight Beacon was burning?
Specifically the fucking Jedi that was looking at it until now. I mean, he should be a bit more worried, I think. Are we going to do this in every page, trying to make sense of things?
We're only on page 8 of this particular issue.
Let's.
Yeah.
We can't go there. It's already too late. Attack is sprung. My convoy was a part of the second wave, bringing more of those creatures. But the others are already there. The doors are sealed. Starlight is doomed. Let us out of here. No. We must get on the board of that station. Even if it is too late to rescue anyone, we need to know more about those beings. And that is where they are. Cyan, let's get ready. A whole other assault will wipe out any survivors and rescuers when it is all over. All of this is planned to the last detail. You can't stop it. Enough.
Emmerich, are you sure?
I don't have a choice yet. Stellan hasn't thought about this case since he took over Starlight. He'll never see this coming. You can...
I'm with you.
Good. But with the doors all sealed, getting in will be tricky.
Oh, I have some ideas about that. Undertone Gamer says, you all have a good one. Gotta go. All right, I'll have a good one, Undertone Gamers. And the plan is, of course, to crash her ship into the Starlight Beacon.
No one is surprised.
Of course, it's going to be the main Jedi Council area. And of course, it's also... There seems to be no effort to take into consideration the fact that this is in space. And they just took out...
You know what is better than this? Next page.
Okay, but first let's read the comments here. Winter's King says, the nameless things got that drive people mad and feed on the Force. Yep, this definitely wasn't plagiarized from a certain very popular book series that millennials love. Yep. Why on earth is Star Wars ripping off Harry Potter?
Besides, you have played KOTOR.
Alfarius, Lions Aemon says, Force Lanesh, moan. Alfarius says, what the fuck? Siege says, does that place not have a landing bay? Haha, okay. It has multiple landing bays, don't you know? In fact, one of them is even by the Jedi Council itself. And of course, no pressurized suits whatsoever when they come crashing into the building in space.
I told you, it gets better. But before we continue, I was asking you about KOTOR because I don't remember if where they were shown before. But there were some creatures that thrived in the dark side of the Force, and they could eat the Force, more or less.
I forget if it
I,
was shown much in KOTOR or not. I'd have to play that again.
there were 2 or 3, no more, but they were likely to kill you, and they were alone.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we already have some creatures that can destroy Jedi with ease.
Yeah. Well, you have to understand, Daniel Jose Older doesn't know much about Star Wars. Just like Daniel Jose Older doesn't know much about farming or firearms, for that matter.
Or anything at this point.
Yes,
Well,
or atmospheric. Daniel Jose Older does not know how air works.
I mean,
we are looking at the panel right now where the dust is settling and not getting sucked into space because they crashed into a building in space.
there is no explanation that can satisfy me in this case, other than bullshit. I mean, as soon as they opened the ramp, things will have been, if not exploding, just shocking out of the ship.
Yep. Siege says no consequences at all. Even the prequels had stuff getting sucked out of the landing bays when the systems failed. Siege is laughing. Lions Damon says, honestly, I'll just go and watch Hammer and Bolter.
It's better than this.
Winter's King says, on the writer's understanding of space, to reference the Princess Bride, I'm not sure that word means what you think it means. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, so let's go ahead and, continue.
Seriously. The force shields should keep the air in the station. Know that the glass is shattered. Stay close.
What force shields? The space station is exploding.
The shields are one of the first things that are going to go.
Exactly.
Okay, this one did hurt a lot. Oh my.
Of course.
Someone is coming. Oh, buckets of blood.
Yep. Master Emmerich, thank the Force. We need to get these kids out of here. We're trapped in this section. Escaped Nile prisoners are running rampant, and some strange entity hunts us.
Have to hurry.
Stormtrooper says, Ace, you have a bot called Holocaust Baker Good God. He was probably summoned when we were talking about that one forbidden game on Steam. Lions Amon says, hey Ace, any future events? I'm not sure what you mean. But you'll have to elaborate on that. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue with the pain.
Yes. Master Buck, I know you are worried about these younglings, but I need to find out more about the creatures attacking Starlight before we leave.
Emmerich, some of our best young Jedi have already given their lives to save these kids. We can't...
And many more will die if we don't find out what these things are and how to defeat them. It's the only way.
Court wounded one that was chasing us in the corridor. It almost killed him, but it may still be there. We will assist you. I'll get the others. But this ship leaves as soon as you get what you need.
You have my word. By the way, the others, as in the doctor and the babushka?
I have no idea. And if they are bringing the prisoner along to help them, then that would be interesting, quite indeed.
I don't think it will surprise me anymore.
Lions Amen says Discord events. Well, there is still we are going to be doing the first Monday of next month, so that is going to be the next event I plan on. Shikare kare.
Already, the sun rises within me.
Should be down there. It hasn't recovered and crawled off. If it hasn't recovered and called off. But Emmerich, I must warn you.
I know, Arvan. One court stay just at the edge, where you feel its effects. Take note of everything to report back to me. And stay ready for anything, okay? Good. Besa. Keep a sharp eye on Uderson.
So why bring him along if you need to keep a close eye on him? Just leave him in the ship as a prisoner.
Are there no chains or anything else in the future? Or in this universe? You know?
I mean, he would be surrounded by younglings and Padawan that could make mincemeat out of him easily enough if it really came down to it. But always, Master Emmerich.
I assure you, that is understood. Utterson, don't speak. Q. Through heightened sensory data collection, more for our entry points.
Affirmative.
Cyan. And with it, the fear. But this time, I am ready.
With you, Emmerich.
Very well.
We're coming to take you away.
Fear is inevitable. I accept that. Stay sharp.
You're a Jedi. You're not supposed to feel that, or you're supposed to control your emotions, but we know how, okay, the fact that the whole controlling the emotions bit is been so thoroughly butchered by this one writer that we've kind of gotten numb to the pain of seeing that stupidity tells you where we are with this comic book series and the High Republic in general at this point.
We still have that phrase you use every so often. Nobody expects... No, I am not going to say.
Yes. Are we sure it's even there?
All that can be done is to know it for what it is.
They'll do what they can.
Illusion.
And they'll do what they must.
I am quite sure it is here, yes. But when we are able to see beyond the fear...
Are you okay?
Yes, keep going.
But when they do find you, all you'll be is...
Even illusions.
Siege says... Did Buckets of Blood shift the entire station to win a foot race? Is that somehow also a prison complex and power reactor? Am I insane for remembering it this way? He basically just pushed everyone that was on the station away to win the race, but you could argue he kind of may have done that as well. Winter's King says, Ace, I think it's just that these writers don't have any understanding of controlling emotions. Well, they are woke, so part of the whole point of being woke is not controlling your emotions and running on them rather than any logic. Winter's King says, we know canonically that the slavery is commonplace in the Star Wars universe, but the Jedi can't even get a pair of handcuffs.
Apparently not.
Lions Amon says, okay, I'm going to go and pirate some Warhammer animation. Good luck, guys. You'll need it. Thank you. Winter's King says the Dash Shed were supposed to be able to consume the Force and especially liked eating Jedi, but they were flesh and blood entities, not wraiths. I think this is probably going to be a flesh and blood enemy of some sort, but I digress. We will find out. Dust.
Be rebellion.
Ah!
Wait!
This has gone too far. I saw what this thing did to those other Jedi, how it calcified them. I won't let that happen to him. Emmerich, it's right there. You're not thinking clearly.
I know. If it attacks, then so good. Right now, just tell me what you see.
It's long, sort of desiccated with sharp claws, twitching very slightly. Why, what do you see?
Well, not that. Knowing what we learned, concentration doesn't make the hallucinations or the panic go away, but it can dull the effect some.
I'm here. Tell me what you need.
If I can just reach out with the Force, maybe learn what this thing wants.
Emmerich! Shh! Grah! Watch out! And we get an image of everyone panicking. And she shoots.
Huh?
Emmerich, please help.
Fear. You have no hold over me. Zoom.
Deet, deet, deet.
More fool.
Herf!
Is that a thermal detonator?
So she was supposed to watch him and was standing in front of him where she couldn't watch him.
And so...
And yes, that is a thermal detonator. How on earth did they let him have a thermal detonator? Did they just not search him when they had him as a captive? Did they give him a thermal detonator? Why would they give him a thermal detonator? Did he steal the thermal detonator? How did he steal the thermal detonator without them knowing? Where would he get a thermal detonator on a Jedi ship?
Oh my fucking god. I was going to ask if no one has checked him, but you know...
Why would the private investigator not check a dude that was hauling around illegal weapons and God knows what else?
Reasons.
Let me read some of the comments and try to calm down here. Winter's King says, literal force basilisk. Yes. A force illusion so powerful that it affects Jedi Masters. That totally doesn't break lore at all. Siege is asking questions. Alfari says, good fucking question. DY says, the nostalgia of thermal detonator shaking my head. Winter's King says, you don't want to know where he was hiding it. You would still think that they would have checked, maybe? Alfari says, I can't, man.
I was joking when I said that every page, but almost, man. Almost every fucking page. So, we continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I heard something over here. Wipe them out. So wait, how did they not see them?
You are asking questions again.
There's an entire fire team of Nile there, and not one of them saw the confrontation already.
Nothing.
Stormtrooper says, my brain hurts now. You're not alone on that one. Winter's King says, Jedi aren't authorized to do a full cavity search. But the private investigator is. Run! Buckets of blood and the newly knighted court have got you covered. Go, we'll catch up. Emmerich, come on.
I know, we were so close, and we have nothing.
Well, not exactly nothing.
Cian, you... when did you pick that up?
Yeah, that's a good question, too. Those Nile are handled, but more are coming.
We are going. Are you ready?
Court will join you. You must take these younglings to safety and tell the council what you have learned. Your job here is done. But mine is not. Wait! Why is he stripping down?
I don't know. For the ladies.
Stormtrooper says, is his name legit Buckets of Blood? It's what everyone calls him. It's what everyone calls him. Technically, it's Lord Buck, but everyone calls him Buckets of Blood. So,
Oh, Jesus, no.
Alfred says Buckets is jacked. Oh, Jesus, no. Siege is laughing. Or wondering, Daddy Buckets. Don't let Cian see Buckets of Blood. She will not look at Emmerich quite the way she was before, but I digress. But mine is not. Here, I slipped in some of that creature's blood. There's plenty to get a sample from him on my robes. I won't be needing them anyway. Okay, so he took his clothes off just to hand him his robes, but why is he heading back?
Let's see, maybe he has a good reason. Torban,
Go! No need for words, Court. Court and I have already said our goodbyes. May the Force be with you.
I am wondering if they are going to kill Buckets of Blood, man.
They're going to kill Buckets of Blood. Also, Buckets of Blood slipped on Monster's blood.
Fitting.
Fitting. It's like I'm in a nightmare and I'm just not able to wake up reading this comic. Siege says this one has been the craziest. It is one of the craziest. Also, why is no explanation for why Buckets needed to go back there. No explanation. Why? Why? Alfari says, no, not the Sigma. You mean, Stormtrooper says, you mean did Big Daddy Bucket. Bucket Daddy out.
I mean, maybe they will explain it later or in the other comic. But then...
We will see.
Well, Starlight is down. The galaxy has changed forever. So many lives lost. More than we can even grasp. The Nihil triumphant. And Utterson slipped away in the chaos. Death, perhaps. Devoured by the very creatures he tried to sell on the black market. Who's to say? Still, begin that analysis, Q. Everything is.
I know something. I know, Master. Already in progress.
We followed this path into the gaping jaws of terror. And we did not leave empty-handed. What we found, the information we'll gather from it, will be the beginning of our desperate fight for survival. It's more valuable than any weapon. For even in the darkest hours, knowledge defeats fear, and science through the shadows. To show us the path back to light.
Star Wars The High Republic returns this fall with Quest of the Jedi. No, not more of this!
I knew it was too good to be true. It never ends.
No, it doesn't. Let me read the final comment here. Stormtrooper says, "Yep, the galaxy has changed forever. A blue alien showed he was an alpha male Sigma Chad. One flex could end the Sith."
Man.
So it is, at least this comic book series is finally over. At least the pain is going to temporarily subside from this. Alfarius says, "Please, God, no." Stormtrooper says, "I could listen to Oros read audiobooks, not gonna lie." This comic book makes me wish Russia would invade Ukraine, just so the nukes would fly and we wouldn't have to read Quest of the Jedi.
Ooh. I was not expecting you to say that today. But yes,
right.
this is asking for an exterminatus.
Yes, it is. Siege says, "So it finished just like The Last Jedi. A handful of morons on a ship thinking they achieved something. Nice."
An apt description.
Yes, those morons being the writers on a yacht.
I can see that. You know what really irks me? I mean, this was shit. But seriously, the Doctor escapes.
That too. Yes, there's that too. Winter's King says, "Thanks for reading these, Ace. I know you have endured much suffering for our sake. Now go enjoy Warhammer 3 and don't think about this anymore." Thank you. Stormtrooper says, "I wake up and hope the nukes start flying."
Personally, speaking about Warhammer 3,
Meteor 20. Meteor.
more.
I vote for Meteor 2022. Just ended already.
Could be interesting.
All right, you were saying. Yeah.
I would have enjoyed Warhammer 3 a bit more if they have cut down on the ice magic for Kislev. I miss the old lore.
That's a fair criticism, I think. So, anyways, let's get back to this. Thoughts on issues number 4 and 5 of Trail of Shadows?
They were painful, but at least we got a few chuckles. So I will not recommend to read this more than once.
Correct.
But it is better than the main series.
Yes, it is still better than High Republic and High Republic Adventures. And just think about that for a moment for those who have actually watched this particular stream from beginning to end. This is still better, easily, than High Republic or High Republic Adventures. So, of these two issues, which do you think is the better and worse ones? Do you think issue 4 is better than 5 or 5 is better than 4?
Personally, I think 4 is better than 5. Because as stupid as it is, it wasn't as mean-numbing as 5. I mean,
they were both pretty trash. They were both god-awful. I am having a tough time choosing. I'm leaning slightly towards 5 being the worst one, but...
The thermal detonator.
The thermal detonator,
and the shields still standing.
Yep. Buckets of blood just heading off into the sunset for absolutely no explicable reason. Hey, something's wrong with Starlight. It's exploding. Bringing the prisoner along on the highly dangerous mission anyways, just so he can escape. Because let's not make minced words, that's exactly why that was done as a decision. So yeah, it is 4 is still pretty god awful. I mean, the whole plot of him doing this because of student loans.
If
And
nothing else, it was funny.
yes,
I want to help.
I want to help. As he's shooting a dude repeatedly in the face, the babushka not knowing about the safety after operating the safety, planting crops on in the alleys of Coruscant, and yeah, the list goes on for 4, but 5 is still worse, I think. So, Stormtrooper says,
when we read the first one, and we thought, hey, maybe it's not going to be shit.
maybe. And then it happened. Stormtrooper says, you gentlemen sound done. I think we are. Winter's King says, oh yeah, Kislev has definitely been way oversimplified and turned into just ice and bears. It's kind of lame. Yeah. Okay, so Siege says, oh sweet relief, it's over. Time for rest and relaxation, gentlemen. Yes. Stormtrooper says, buckets of blood turning out to be a chat. Yep. So, ultimately, yeah, I think it's a good time to go ahead and call the stream. So, Oros, it's been fun. It's been a pleasure having you on, of course, again.
Whenever you need me.
Yep. And I have a feeling that next week will either be more High Republic or Adventures or Eye of the Storm. So we all have that to look forward to, of course. Yay.
I miss Sisters of Butter.
Same here. Winter's King have a good one, everyone. I think we will. So, yes, have a good one. This has been Ace.
And this has been Euros.
And we both hope to see you again soon. Until then, take care. Ace out.